And all my gamers and NFT enthusiasts, the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast is hooked up with the Lightest Sphere Network to offer you something special. Go to the top line of the description box and click on the link to play a season preview of the game Finesse Shadow Warriors. It's brought to you by play.finesse.fun. Go to the top line of the description box if you're into NFTs and if you're into gaming. Go have nonstop fun. Tell me your boy Oga sent you. The link is at the top line of the description box. Play.finesse.fun. Go get it. Kodak Black is a wanted man. Now, Kodak has been doing so good lately, keeping himself out of trouble. But right now, we just got word that he is wanted by cops in Florida after he allegedly violated his bail conditions by failing a drug test earlier this month. Now, according to new legal docs, a judge signed off on a warrant, right, in Kodak Black's name, actually on Thursday down there in Broward County. And the paperwork, it says if Kodak is taken into custody, if any sheriff deputies encounter him, they should definitely take him into custody. Now, the reason, a judge said that he was found to have screwed up twice in recent weeks. February the 3rd, the agency, he's supposed to report to for a random drug test, right, claimed he was a no-show for a screening and failed to submit a sample that day. Now, the following week, February 8th, he was due to go also. The same agency said that Kodak did submit a sample, but allegedly it came back dirty. Now, here's the thing, right? According to them, they're saying that it was positive for traces of fentanyl, although it's unclear how much fentanyl. Now, that was enough to get judges to, go and get him and bring him into custody. And, as of right now, he's not in custody. But if you guys can remember, in July, he was arrested, for possession of a controlled dangerous substance without prescription and trafficking. Now, after the cops said they found an upwards of 31 oxycodone pills in his car, they were found during that traffic stop out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, if anybody's ever been on papers, halfway in, halfway out, they want to they want you to maintain, drug test. Make sure you're clean. Probation sometimes it could be once a week. It depends on how close you are really to prison. Sometimes it could be once a month. On a program called Heads, in certain areas, I don't know what it is where people are at. It's like when you're on a bracelet, you got to come in every week, submit your schedule. You got to come in and pee, and they actually watch you pee. Different between probation. Probation is a little bit different. Probation, when I was on it, they were giving a swab. Everybody knew for the swab, you brush your teeth real good, put a Listerine, hold mouthwash. Dudes is holding mouthwash in their car the whole time until they got to go in. And if it's a wait, you go into the bathroom with your mouthwash in your pocket and just hold it in your mouth. That thing is coming out of dude's mouth blue with mouthwash. So it ain't no way you failing whatever you doing. But the pee is a little different. Obviously the pee, I don't know how far it goes back, but if you pop something the night before, it's going to be in there. Now, it's shocking that it's fentanyl in there, which would tell me that either he's bumping up his nose and his arm, or if he's popping blues or oxys or perks, that they mixing that joint up with fentanyl. Now, if you getting it from the doctor prescription, ain't no fentanyl in it, right? It's oxycodone. But if you getting it from the street, people is putting fentanyl in it. So he need to be careful. Kodak needs to be very, very careful, because this is alarming. Because remember, if it's too much fentanyl, ain't no coming back from that. You OD, some people come back, some people don't. I know a few people who done died from fentanyl overdoses. So it's a very serious thing. So, now he's wanted. They want him in, and they want you to be clean. It just is what it is. They want you to be clean. Now, there's certain POs that's, more lenient than others. They let you get a few dirties. But if you skip a test and you come in and give dirty, they're like, all right, nah, we got to bring this guy in. Because remember, 1 foot in, 1 foot out means yeah, look, we can, you can serve the rest of this time behind bars for all we care. We trying to give you a chance. So he needs, what he really needs to do, honestly, is go to rehab. Go check in a rehab. Probably can't now, I mean, once he gets the opportunity to get his lawyer and getting back in front of the judge, he needs to say, look, I got a problem. I got a pill problem. I got a dope, whatever. And go in and go to rehab and try to remain clean. Because, and I ain't even talking about for his freedom. I'm talking about for his life. It's Russian roulette out there right now with the fentanyl. See, like, back in my time, when people was dibbling and dabbling, right? You ain't have to really worry about that. Yeah, you can get a bad batch of this, bad batch of that. That was always there. But the Fetty Wap, the Fetty, I don't know if that was around back then. You know what I mean? Maybe, but it wasn't as prevalent as it is right now. So that's wild, man. I hope the best for Kodak. One of the I think Charlamagne said he's one of the greatest artists. I agree. He so talented, smart dude, but he got to get out of that vicious cycle, because that vicious cycle is going to either put you in jail or dead, and that's just real talk. So hey, man, hope the best for Kodak. I'm sure he'll be turning himself in real soon. It's your brother Orgam, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Make sure you guys go to the top line of the description box if you're into NFTs and if you're into gaming, especially if you're into gaming. But if you're into NFTs as well, click the top line of the description box. Also, our website is hiphopun.com. That's hiphop, the letter UN.com for all your latest hip hop news. Your brother Orgam, and peace.